One of the areas which is very different compared to Chat GPT in Playground is when you log on, you're presented with these options in the top left corner. One is overview, second is documentation, third is examples, and fourth is Playground. I highly recommend that you go through all of these tabs. There's some very complex information, very well stated in all of it separately in order for a user to understand exactly what they're gonna be on about, what to expect, what not to expect. That is something that you don't get in ChatGPT. In ChatGPT, you're just bang, you're onto the software, you have a layout in which you can enter your prompts and you get the responses, or you have a couple of samples. Playground is very different in that regard, and it's very helpful because as of now I continue to read the data that is provided there myself, and it's very informative. For somebody like me who does not have the tech or coding background, it helps me understand where to best apply it, when to best apply it. Because remember, within an assignment or within a project, there are multiple stages. So if you with time can understand better where an AI platform steps in, for what reason, what to expect out of it, and especially because remember, these bots, they continue to learn themselves. So if you get to a point where you're able to connect with it better and you know exactly what you require out of it. I love the fact that the layouts are very basic in both. That is where the threshold for improvement is, because when we talk about being able to save time, how you need to save time should have multiple degrees and avenues to it themselves. So I think that is definitely where Playground steals the show. It provides a lot more information for a software that itself says is not as complex as ChatGPT. So for me, that's a huge positive, and I would definitely give it a solid victory in this regard. The downsides, well, there are far and few. The biggest challenge for everybody up till now has been the fact that we're exposed to so many new products simultaneously in one go that you have to dedicate time to get to know each and every one of them. So the scenario is different. There's only so much you can peek out, there's only so much you can debate with everybody and get to know, and there's only so much that you're gonna be able to give the feedback in. So in that regard, I feel like that's the only scenario we really need to consider here, and so I would love to see where we go from here. And again, that's all that it comes down to eventually. We would all love to see where they go moving forward. Right, so above everything, what to expect from it? Well, the subject matters remain pretty much the same as ChatGPT. Any task where you require a sort of a creative take on something that you need done quickly, this is a decent sane voice to turn to, or rather the third voice to turn to, because remember, the first is you and the second, in my opinion, still is ChatGPT. However, ChatGPT needs to really stop crashing out on all of us. So people in advertising, people in marketing, there are some tremendous videos where people have used Playground to improve images or to generate images. So these are common areas of interest, and again, you need to be very precise with what input are you providing to it. A little more precise in comparison to ChatGPT, because ChatGPT tends to kind of surprise you into it. You provide it with something and it's going to come back to you and it kind of shakes you up a little. Playground, in my opinion, does not really do that. At Playground, you need to kind of create chunks within a segment that you need worked out as quickly as possible, and then you go in with very specific queries and very specific prompts, and that is where Playground, in my opinion, is going to be at its best. How good is it? Well, it's brilliant. It's amazing. In my opinion, it's a dream come true. We're living in the best time ever in human history. Here's how I will authenticate whatever I have told you. After 4 attempts, the script that I have narrated down, everything that I have said, 50% of it I was able to utilize about Playground as Playground stated it. And that says a lot. So I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed this video, and above everything, stay tuned for more. I'm going to be coming back to you with more content. Thank you, and it's a pleasure having you.